How are you? Hello there. Everyone still at a bit of a loss after what happened with Genzui. Now we're allied with the Satsuma. The time is ripe. I need to pull myself together. Speaking of the Satsuma, one of their men demanded a duel some time ago. It was quite a while back. Do you remember? I'm embarrassed. That means a lot coming from you.
Katsura, there's just no way we can assent to this. You want us to join forces with those who drove Kusaka to his death?
I assure you, it pains me too. I didn't expect you to come around to the idea just like that. Which is why I prepared a banquet for us with the Satsuma. On their end, Okubo will take the lead. Kuroda's lot will be attending too. It'll be a good chance to see if they're worthy of our trust. Don't you think?
Very well then. I shall take the measure of the Satsuma and decide for myself.
If possible, I'd like you to attend as well. What do you say? Good. I've made arrangements at a place nearby. Come by later. Right. Let's go. Okubo of the Satsuma is running late, it seems. However, I did see the man who sent me that letter. This is a hot-blooded gathering. It'll be interesting to see how this unfolds. Sorry for the wait. Let's begin, shall we?
Katsura, remember that duel we had? I have to say, I was rather disappointed at the time. You had no clue who I was, but let me go free. Too soft for a samurai. And now we are to stand shoulder to shoulder. We Satsuma despair.
You're a fool! Katsura sees further into the future than either of us. If he let you go free, he had a good reason.
It didn't really take much.
And that's why you let me go. Because you were afraid of earning the ire of the Satsuma. Utter cowardice. You there, Yamagata, was it? If you dislike what we have to say, come and silence us with your fists. Perhaps then I'll reconsider.
I'd be only too delighted. I don't need a weapon to take down the likes of you. You'll soon regret disrespecting Katsura and the Choshu.
Hey, cut it out! I don't think there's any stopping this now. I swear if Okubo has my head for this...
Don't worry. Just let them have at it.
Osaka Katsura! Brave people of Choshu! Pride! Your remains unshakable!
One wrong move is all it takes for a cause to come crashing down. You should know this!
Aren't you supposed to be a coward?
If I don't maintain a certain standard, how can I expect anyone to follow me?
I thought you were all talk, but you're not bad.
I, too, underestimated your strength. Katsura, I ask you forgive my rudeness just now.
sobering up, are we? I'm glad you put on this feast. It was worth it just to see that tussle.
Overthrowing the shogunate won't be the end of it. We'll need good, reasonable men like Katsura here to right the course of our nation.
Thank you, everyone. Now, let's get back to enjoying the feast. My apologies for dragging you along to this, but I have to say, seeing you fight never fails to impress. In fact, that particular display made me want to try my luck. Why not go around with me? I'll be waiting out back for you. Right, let's begin. I like to think I know your abilities better than anyone. That's to say, I won't hold back. Nakamura said that I'm too soft. And I am. At least I know you will. Good! I'm starting to warm up. Nakamura. And I see Okubo has finally arrived.
I see from that jewel you aren't as soft as I thought.
Your resolve is clear for all to see. Did you plan this little display from the start?
Of course not. I just fancied brushing up on my swordplay. I'm delighted you enjoyed what you saw, regardless.
A likely story. Well, as your partner in this alliance, I liked what I saw. I warn you, I intend to rely on your sword arm.
I can't believe Okubo and the others were watching. Thanks to that unexpected audience, it seems the alliance will hold a little longer. The nights worked out beautifully, thanks to you. Though it was hard to ignore Nakamura's provocations at first. Honestly, I have my own doubts about whether doing things my way will really be able to change Japan. I do have a vision, and everyone's been good enough to follow me. But behind closed doors, I worry all the time. What's your opinion? Am I doing things the right way? Thank you. If that's what you think, I have nothing to fear.
It's you. Quite a pathetic sight, aren't I? I don't want to wither away on a stone. If I'm going to die, I want to burn like a firework. But it seems that's too much to ask.
Tuberculosis. It's already ravaged much of his lungs. I'm afraid he's too far gone. If there was, we wouldn't be in this position.
Damn it all. Takasugi can't leave us so soon. It's not yet his time.
There's been a talk of a samurai researching a cure for tuberculosis. Rumor has it he's had a breakthrough. They say he's hidden himself away in a hut on the mountain's northeastern suburbs. If you can smoke him out, he might be able to help. Just to be clear, even the Westerners haven't found a cure for tuberculosis. You'd be a fool to get your hopes up.
If there's even a sliver of hope, then we have to try, don't we? I'll make my way to the mountain at once. Meet me there, all right? I've spoken with the locals and gotten an idea. The hut of the samurai in question ought to be halfway up this mountain. We need to get that medicine for Takasugi no matter what. Come on, let's go. Oh, I should mention that some suspicious samurai were seen heading up the mountain not long ago. We'll want to stay vigilant as we go. But why is this samurai holed up in a hut in the mountains? They must have some reason.
Barbarian and loving scum, prepare to be cut down.
Enough! What crime have I committed?
You! Thank you. Isn't it? What brings you all the way out here?
I heard talk of a samurai looking for cured tuberculosis. You wouldn't happen to be the man I'm looking for.
Guilty as charged. At least, I don't know of anyone else who fits the description.
You have to help us. Someone's life depends on it.
I see. So that's why you sought me out. Very well. I've formulated something that might be able to help. But it's further down the road and there might be more interruptions. Might I ask you to be my escort? Oh, good. I'm not really one for slashing and stabbing. Shall we be off?
Meet your retribution. This is not over.
I must say, it's a good thing you came with me. Well, I'll grab the medicine. It should only take a moment. I trust you remember the lengths we went to acquiring that soil from the bamboo trees. After much trial and error, I finally succeeded in turning that soil into this. I should say, I don't know for certain that the medicine works. For all I know, it might make your friend worse. Are you sure you want it? I see. You don't have the luxury of time. Very well then. This is yours.
What else can we do? If there's any hope at all that this works, we can't afford to hesitate. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm heading back first to tell Takasuki.
I'm not sure who it is you're trying to save, but I hope they recover soon.
Out of my way! I have to leave! Out of my way! I've got 1,000 things to do. Now you want to stand in my way too? Look, I'm fine. I've got to do what I can, while I still can. Even now, our comrades are fighting to bring down the shogunate, shedding blood for our cause. While they risk life and limb, I can't, I won't lie useless in bed. Nonsense. There's no cure for tuberculosis. Now, get out of my way. I'm warning you. I won't hold back. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't mind going together with you. Let's do this! For this war. At least let me choose a suitable place to hide. Incredible. I had a feeling. I'm of no use to the Kyoto in my current state. Fine. I won't fight this anymore. I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. But I will go quietly and leave our mission to the rest of you. Medicine. That will never work. I just can't win with you. Fine. So I'm supposed to drink this then?
It's amazing that you're already up and about, Takasugi.
Amazing is right. I can't tell if I should be more shocked or impressed. While I suspect the drug has had some effect, I dare say you were saved by your sheer will to live, or your stubborn refusal to walk through death's door.
I'm still kicking thanks to you all. Now I just need to decide how to use my newfound vitality. That's for sure. A few things, and then some. But I've still hardly accomplished anything. If life should grant greater opportunity, then life is the way forward. With the life I've been granted, I will finish the task of overturning the shogunate. Then, I will look upon a new Japan with my own eyes. Whatever the future might bring, I cannot wait to see.
What's going on with you today? Oh? Go on then. Everything I know, I learned by assisting my father. I may not be a proper physician, but I certainly know more about medicine than most. Have you ever thought of studying medicine? That sword won't always save your life, you know? Don't look at me like that. Ryoma gave me the same look when I said as much to him, too. I shouldn't have underestimated you. Huh? Oh, all right then. See you.
You're another one that refuses to learn, I see. Have you come to tell me it was that freedom of yours that saved you? Fine. Speak your business. Sure, I'm game. What's on your mind? The Yokohama Kiheitai was something of an experiment, to be frank. I'm thinking I will build a new militia back home. As always, any person with aspiration is welcome no matter their social status. But this time, they will be trained and equipped for Western-style warfare. The age of samurai won't last forever, and new Kiheitai would go a long way toward ending it. Well, it's the domain of the Mori family, made famous by the master schemer, Motonari Mori, in the Sengoku period. In Motonari's day, they governed 6 states as great daimyos, until it went down to 2 after the Tokugawa beat them at Sekigahara. In the 2 centuries since, their loyalty to the shogunate has only been skin deep. It's the only thing they have in common with Satsuma. Interesting question there, and not easy to answer. Well, I consider everyone from Choshu to be a true comrade. Kusaka, first and foremost, and I would trust him with my life. But, having said that, I wouldn't say we get along particularly well. I would say I get along with the Tosa guys, Sakamoto, and Nakaoka much better. You know your stuff. Really? Alright, fine by me. Later then.
Thought you might show.
I've got all sorts of medicine. You have to look after yourself.
You need equipment? I'm your man. You need equipment? I'm your man. Take a look. Don't lose heart, you hear?
I've got. You have to look after you.
You need equipment? I'm your man. You need equipment? I'm your man. What do you need? Sure thing. I wouldn't change being a smithy for anything. Don't lose heart, you hear?
How are you?
What can I do for you? How lovely. All right. If you'll excuse me.
What's the matter? You know me well. Huh? All right then. See you around.
Ah, it's you.
Welcome back.
You look tired.
Hey! Hey, I'm sure you know, but the situation is truly dire. Burning down Edo is nigh unavoidable at this point. By reducing Edo to ash, the Alliance won't be able to achieve anything. And when the time is right, we can force them to negotiate. Do you know of Napoleon, France's invincible general? Well, when faced with a similar situation, even he withdrew his men. The Shogunate still has plenty of capable men. I need to do what I can for them. Make sure they can afford to keep putting food on the table. I'm going to ask Chief Tatsugoro to start the blaze. I've tried to speak to him about it, but, well, tempers are rising all around. The truth is, I can't bring myself to broach the topic. I've just got too much to do right now. I've got my hands full trying to evacuate everyone. I'd really appreciate if you talk Tatsugoro around for me. Indeed. Who knows fire better than the firefighters? I just need you to convince the chief, please. Thank you. I'm sorry for asking so much of you all the time.
There's an ominous gloom hanging over Edo right now. Feels like a hell of a fight's brewing. I tell you one thing though. On my pride as a firefighter, I refuse to see this town destroyed. So, what is it that you came to see me about? I see. So he wants the firefighters to start the blaze. Now I've heard everything. And Katsu said that himself, did he? What an absolute joke! What the hell is he thinking? Asking me to set fire to the place where I was born and raised. And you're no better! Didn't you even try to talk him out of it? Don't you care what happens to this place? I don't want to hear it! If you're telling me to set fire to Edo, I think it's high time I knock some sense into you! You've lost your minds! I'm going to beat the living daylight out of you! Now you've done it! Allow it! I won't let you turn Edo down! Lost again. You're a beast, you know. Apologies. I got too fired up. Go on then. Tell me the rest. So, it's only the buildings that will go. I should have realized Katsu wouldn't execute a plan like this without thinking it through first. I see the Shogunate can no longer afford to worry about their reputation. I suppose I have no choice. If all else fails, and I mean all else, I'll play my part. But you give his lordship a message from me. Tell him it's his job to resolve this without burning Edo down. We're all done for if he's forgotten that. Got it? And one more thing. If this plan gets scrapped, he needs to send me word right away. And not through you. I need to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. The man's lost sight of what's really important. Anyways, you give him a good smack for me next time you see him. Hopefully, that'll wake him up.
Sorry for making you come here so often. So, how did the chief take the news? Come on! If I could manage that, I wouldn't have needed to ask him in the first place. Ah, well, there's no feeling good about this, is there? I've never been cut out for plotting and scheming. It's dawned on me recently how good it was back when my only purpose was wielding my sword. In exerting myself, my mind was clear. How about it then? Care to go around with me? I want to forget everything for a moment. Try to get back to my old self. It's been a while since I crossed swords in earnest. Just like that. What's wrong with me? How could I possibly burn Edo down? The higher you rise, the more you like. I always knew this was more my style. That may have been a spectacular defeat, but I feel much better. That's blown the doom and gloom right away. But sadly, it hasn't inspired much in the way of bright ideas. No pressure, huh? If only you could just finish me off here and now. I can't lose to the Alliance. I can't burn Edo. And I can't let anyone die. How do I do all three? Damn. People expect far too much of me.
We meet again. I see now it was wrong, what I did to the Shogun. Forgive me. So the Demon Claw Samurai is your so-called blade twin. I once schemed with that villain to plunge this country into civil war. After the dust had settled, I imagined that the British would take over, that I'd be put in charge, and that Japan would be mine. I really believed that I'd be able to protect its beautiful culture from the great powers. But I was blind. That villain would have had Japan destroyed in a bloody war. And had that happened, all would be lost. That is why I promise to do everything in my power to protect this country from now on. Do you trust me? I see. Then I must prove my resolve by my actions.
I didn't expect to find you here. So you're a friend of Mr. Sato? Koto Nakazawa. Don't tell me you've forgotten all about your work with Oroshigumi? Mr. Sato, I recall you having some connection to the Sekihotai. Well, they appear to be up to no good. Any ideas as to what they're planning?
One thing does come to mind. The Demon Claw Samurai mentioned something about using them to blow up Kaneji Temple. Kaneji is the family temple of the Tokugawa, you see. So if you ask me, those nasty retainers are likely planning to storm Edo. You must understand, Kaneji Temple is a national treasure. What do you say? Will you help me prevent its destruction at the hands of the Sekihotai? I shan't forget this. Now, if they have indeed begun to mobilize, we'd best make haste. Every second counts.
I am heartened to know we can count on you. Let us meet at Kaneji Temple then.
Hello there. I've got a fine selection of wares.
You came. As expected, the temple grounds are crawling with suspicious individuals. I fear we may be too late. Indeed. Say, I may have an idea as to where they might plant their bombs. Given that the Sekihotai are seeking to provoke the shogunate, they will surely plant any bombs in places of symbolic import. Let us go.
Let's be quick. He who hesitates is lost, after all.
No! This temple was one of Japan's treasures!
Excellent.
There you are.
Such economy of movement. This is an outrage! Damn the Sekihotai! I had forgotten one place. Toshogu Shrine. It's the most important shrine in Ueno. Let's hurry!
Enemy ahead! Get ready!
Sato! That you of all people should interfere!
yet!
Prepare yourself.
Yours, Sato! Yours! Why would you betray us? Don't think you can escape the Sekiotai, Sato.
You will be punished. I'll be back for your hits. Just you wait.
We must put an end to this.
Well, it seems that our work here is done. Toshogu Shrine is safe and sound thanks to your courageous efforts. We may not have saved all of Kaneji Temple, but I expected as much.
Tell me, Mr. Sato. That Yukawa fellow said this was all your plan.
And indeed it was. For I was once blinded by my excessive love for this country. Indeed, culture of Japan is a marvelous thing. To think that I came so close to destroying an invaluable piece of it. I wonder, do you think I can redeem myself? Doubtless you're correct. In other words, talk is cheap. It is time for action. However, my first order of business is to safeguard against a possible retaliation. I should be safe at the manor in Takanawa. You know, I have many valuable belongings there. Paintings and scrolls and other curios I've collected from all over Japan. In fact, you should really come by sometime for tea. I'm quite the connoisseur. Well, until then,